Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another great episode of Kyndra's Corner, man. Special comedic guests who are in the building today. Before I go ahead and bring these gentlemen on, I need y'all to please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. Please share this episode with as many people as you guys can, because my guest's gonna be dropping gems, jewels, and they draws. All right, the first person today who's dropping his draws. So he once went on a date, and on his way there, he had a fifth in the car. All right. And that woman was so inconsiderate because she was in that restaurant ordering drinks. And so he decided to leave her at the restaurant. C-Bear, you did the right thing, brother. Okay. Like, she knew you had alcohol in the car. And she still decided to go order alcohol at the restaurant?
Crown Royal Maple, the one that tastes like pancakes.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Oh, man. All right. That's what I want right now. All right. Why is every time you come on, I'm always hungry? Okay, let me bring my next guest to the stage.
I bring it out of people.
Let me bring my next guest to the stage. All right. He hates playing Uno because he once had to draw 10, and it took 10 people to get him off that person. We got John Allen, who is in the building today. John.
What's going on? I hate Uno, man. I hate it. They keep hitting me with that Uno reverse. I still don't really understand the rules. I just know it's a bad card.
Hey, John, let me ask you, has there ever been a game like either spades or some type of board game or whatever else it may have been, and you almost got to throwing hands with somebody in their house? Or you seen that happen?
I've seen that happen at poker games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I've had to break up a couple.
John, so C-Bear, I know it's your first time meeting John, but let me tell you, John, the first time he came on, he had this story, basically where he was at a wedding. Now he didn't share this part on there, like what he had to do, but he told me this behind the scenes. But he basically said that it was two inmates who decided to go ahead, tell the story again, John.
It was there was two weddings going on next to each other, and there was at each wedding had one guy that was supposed to be in jail that weekend, and they were both skipping jail, and they found each other at like 2 a.m. and started like a huge brawl.
And John had to break up the fight.
Well, I was one of the like 10 people that had to break it. It turned into a whole thing. The cops showed up and everything.
That is funny. Like, so John, you were just a fight breaker upper. So I should have had you when I was in Chicago, right? Because I was about to put the pause on the family member. All right, I should have had you there.
Yeah, I should start charging.
See, have you ever had to break up a fight before?
Many. Many.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, y'all don't know. I used to be in the infantry, so brawls happening all the time. I remember there was a big brawl over a what's that thing that be in the yard? Cabana, not a cabana. The one where they used to have the speeches. It's what is it called? Oh my gosh, it eludes me. It's
I don't know, John. I'm drawing a blank.
It starts with a C. It's always in parks, and then like it's circular. But you can walk up there.
Are you talking about in jail?
No, this is kind of like we used to call it a smoke pit, but it's not a smoke pit. It's like in civilian terms, it's called
a gazebo.
Gazebo, no. Yes.
It is.
That doesn't start with a C. Sorry, that starts with a G.
Yeah, that.
Somebody needs to go back on Hooked on Phonics around here, apparently, right, John?
I mean, I have been on it, so. Shame on you.
Well, let me.
But yeah, it was a great. We call it the Great Battle of the Gazebo. It was against two divisions. It was 2-6 and 1-6, and it was a great battle against that. Well, I didn't break up anything. I was mainly the corpsman, so I was patching up, healing, and bandaging.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you,
with the aftermath.
Well, go ahead, John. Say that again.
No, I said he was dealing with the aftermath.
Oh, yeah, like Slim Shady, the record that he was on.
Yeah.
C-Bear, I got a question. So what made you decide to leave that place?
What? The infantry?
Yeah.
I couldn't get out of there fast enough. I couldn't get out of there fast enough. I did 4 years in Camp Lejeune, and when I put that in my rear view, I never looked back.
Never look back. Now I understand.
Nope.
Just like that woman that you left at the restaurant. And then that man that John fought, he never looked back after that. Let me go ahead. Let's do the interesting news. John, let me come to you first. So an Alabama man, this is a true story because there's video footage to go along with this, like police, their cam and stuff like that. So an Alabama man showed up to an active drug bust that he had nothing to do with, right? He just walking down the street. He's like, oh, what's that, right? Curiosity killed the cat for him, right? And he ended up getting arrested after biting a police canine during the encounter. So basically what happened in the video was they're holding him, restraining him. It took 3 people on this one man, right? And he ain't like Andre the Giant, right? He probably, maybe John, what are you about, 6'2"?
6 foot.
Okay, gotcha. So let's say he's probably he looks like he's probably about 5'9", right? And he has to maybe be about 200 pounds solid. So he's not like a big dude in a way, right? It took 3 people. So then they released the canine on him. And so the canine bit him, and so he bit him back, right? John, what are your thoughts on this whole...
What goes around comes around, man. The canine started it, I don't know. That's pretty, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, man. I don't know what else to say besides that. He sounds like he was on some drugs. Maybe he did have something to do with it. Maybe he's like, hey, they can't do my dealer like this. Gotta show him your ride or die.
John, question. Why do you think the Alabama man decided to go and bother in this drug bust in the first place? What do you think was going on through his head? Like if you were to reenact that moment or whatever, what do you think was happening?
I don't know. He's probably just bored or wasted or something. He's like, man, they can't do my homie like this. And then, yeah, that would be my.
Got you. C-Bear, what are your thoughts on the interesting news?
I feel like he was an innocent bystander. Well, you already know how the United States treats people versus dogs and animals, but definitely dogs. In the Caucasian community. If a man of color does anything to an animal, they get years. Let's see, Michael Vick. They say any man that has ever fought a dog off that was a cop or killed the dog cop, they've gotten years in prison, maybe even life, because they considered it as a human. So I can understand when you see this dog biting you and you're like, oh, heck no, I'm going to bite him back. That means that he's been fighting dogs all his life. All my life I've been fighting. And I've been fighting dogs. I know where to bite them. You know what I mean? It's one of those. So with him just going over there, I can understand. You're right. Because me too. I would have went over there. I was like, I wonder what's going over there. Sir, turn around. You're arrested. What? What are you talking about? Oh, you're involved in I'm not involved in nothing. You know what I mean? I'm just walking over here. I was just curious. Well, curiosity killed the cat. Sick 'em, boy. And there goes the story.
John, that probably is what happened when he once went after a dog. How he just replayed what just that movie. He's just replaying what happened to him. John, let me ask you this question: have you ever been? Because if I'm not mistaken, C-Bear, John is all the way in Canada. We got a Canadian is in the house.
Montreal.
Hey.
Yeah. So the question for you is: have you ever been in a position where you've been chased by a dog or had a dog sicked on you at any point?
Never intentionally. I've had some dogs with some attitude. Okay, I've got one story for you. I used to see a gentleman for things. He would sell things. Okay, and he had these two enormous Great Danes. Okay, Alpha and Beta. Those were the names of the Great Danes. All right. Beta was actually the alpha of the two. He was too stupid to realize it. Anyways, but Beta was like enormous. It was like literally a 260-pound dog. Not 260, but like it was 200. It was literally a 200-pound dog. Alpha was like 185. Anyways, so one day I'm over and he lets me in and he's in the shower. The door's unlocked, so I go in and I'm just like chilling with the dog. And then after like 2 minutes, the dog just backs up. It sits in the corner. Then he just starts like staring at me. I'm like, oh no, here we go. He starts staring. Then he just starts growling. Like he's trying to like let me know, like, you know, this is my spot, right? Like the guy in command, he's not here right now, so it's my spot. Like, I know, dude, it's your spot. So I'm like looking at him, looking away, looking at him, looking away to try and communicate that like it's his spot. Because there's two of them. There's two great. Like if this dog decides to go off on me, like. It's over. Anyways, he got out of the shower within 5 minutes. I was like, dude, can you hurry up, please? I don't want to fight both your dogs because I'm going to lose. So that's my dog story.
You know what that just made me think of? So wait, he didn't have them in the cage. They were out, right?
No, they were out.
Gotcha.
They were security measures.
Yeah, got you. It reminds me of this one time. You were talking about, like, I guess the handler, right? I don't want to say it like that. I don't know the good name to call him, you know, but anyway, it reminds me this one time I went to this guy's house just to go smoke some weed, right? And so his dog was in the cage. Now, he ain't nowhere as big as Beta and Alpha, right? He's a little bit smaller in a way. But he was in the cage. I don't know what type of weed this was, but it had me barking and bucking at the dog. I was about to fight this dog. And that dog looking at me like, lady, what the F is your problem, right? Like, that dog was looking at me crazy. I tell you, he was. I said, bro, I got to get out of this house, man. You know what? My goodness.
We sell some tickets first.
Yeah. So let me ask you, C-Bear, have you ever had a time where you've been chased by a dog, or you have almost fought a dog or whatever?
It was the year our Lord 1992.
Okay, let's go back.
Oh man, and I was in Alabama, in Mobile. Actually, we was in Pritchard, and pretty much this lady had maybe, let's say, 7 or 8 dogs in her yard.
Okay.
Every time I walked by it, I used to tease them. Right? He's and do all this other stuff. You know what little kids do. You know what little kids do. You know, like they're not gonna get me. They're gated. The gate's closed. So one day I was walking, and the gate was kind of open, mostly closed, but kind of open. Mm-hmm. And I guess dogs do remember things. Let's just put it that way. Because I remember one dog, he came out the house. I heard roof. And then next thing you know, all 8 of them started running, busting the gate. And I'm like, you know, just like, you see boys just running. Get your dogs, get your dogs, get your dogs. Like, just running, like running. And I'm like, I'm running fast. Like, my cousin told me that was the fastest I've ever seen your big ass go. Like, I was like, hey, man, you never know when that fight or flight comes into play. Man, sidestepping, yo, man, it was great times. This is why I learned I was going to be a football player.
You know what? I see you probably ran off all the weight that day, and then you reward yourself with food once you made it home. The next day. I know it took you a while, and that's how you just blew back up. John, that's how he blew back up again, right? So let me.
COVID is what I blew back up on.
Let me ask the Brandon poll, because it was another dog story that I could not. I can't. Oh shoot! Hold up! I just thought about this, and then I'm gonna come to John. I'm gonna come to you first. There was this woman. My brother went to alternative school with this kid named Leslie, and his mother stayed in the same neighborhood as I did. And so she actually paid me each week to drop her kid off with my brother to school. Okay, cool. Thank you. Her driveway, this woman, she wasn't all the way there. Her driveway was beat up. It looked like the Hulk's skin. Like how, you know how the Hulk's, what was that? Who's that orange monster? Not the Hulk, but who was that orange?
Thing?
Huh?
Thing?
The Thing.
Is it the thing who's like the super fighter or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, he's like a rock?
Yeah, he looks like okay,
yeah, he's like a rock. Yeah, the Thing.
There it is. Okay, got you. I was like, why am I thinking the Hulk, right? No, Hulk's skin is all smooth and whatnot. No, so it was like the Thing. Her driveway was beat up like that, but it was like the Thing on crack, okay? And so I don't know how she got her. You said what?
The Thing.
So I don't know how she was able to drive her car all the way up that driveway and come back every day, right? So her driveways already look, so you already can imagine what the inside of her home looks like, right? So driveway looks bad. And she had this dog. My mother would always walk in the neighborhood, and she always would have a walking stick. So in case a wild animal comes up, you sit there, you beat it like it's a piñata, okay? And so the dog got loose and it attacked my mom. So let me tell you what my mom actually ended up doing. My mom ended up deciding to go and file a report so this dog could get, basically rehoused somewhere, euthanized, whatever. And so Leslie's mom comes in, knocking on the door, whatnot. And I said, hi, Miss Leslie's mom, right? Whatever. Mr. Leslie's mom, whatever. And she's like, hey, I said, how's it going? She's like, oh, it's not good. I said, oh, what's wrong? I got this report, like how you've been summoned. You've been summoned, John. Like, hold on, I don't know this lady. Anyway, so she's like, I got this report. And this report says that your mom is sitting here filing charges against me for my dog. How dare she? Lady, this is your dog who's on the loose. What if the dog would have had rabies and then got my mom started foaming at the mouth, right? I might not be in the wheel yet. Okay, we're not doing that. That was kind of selfish. But I just say all this to say, I say all this to say, she got upset with that. And then so eventually I think we were pretty much better after that. She moved out. Whoever moved in after her, they fixed up that driveway, all that good stuff. So here's a question, John. Let me come to you. What is the craziest thing that you have ever seen or have found out because someone just could not stay out of other people's business?
Okay, well, I'm going to go way back to elementary school for this one. So at the end of, I think this was in grade 3, after elementary school, one day we were having a pine cone fight, just like throwing pine cones at each other, pretty basic kid shit, anyways. So this one girl, she gets nailed in the eye by a pine cone, like pretty badly. But I wasn't throwing a pine cone at the time. I was looking to like pick one up. I know I wasn't throwing it. So she's like, my eye. She's running, and these two like grade 1 girls are like both mob mentality. They pointed at me. They're like, it was him. It was him. I was like, it wasn't me. I wasn't throwing it. But like, no, it was him. They called like the ambulance and everything. And then all like the adults show up and they're like, oh, well, if these two like 6-year-olds say it was John, it must have been John. And so then she goes to the hospital. She shows up the next day. She has this big like patch on her eye and shit. And so the teacher like brings me up in front of the class. He's like, John, is there anything you'd like to say to Mariana? I'm like, in my mind, I know it wasn't me, but everyone thinks it's me. So I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, yeah, in your dreams. So now I had to, we're all operating under the assumption that John tried to take out Mariana's eye for the next, then on the last day of grade, here it's elementary school, it ends on grade 6. So the last day of grade 6, this kid, Al, comes up, he's like, John, like, I have to tell you something. I'm like, what's that, Al? He's like, it was me that threw the pine cone. I'm like, dude, I knew it wasn't me. They had me convinced that it was me. I'm like, it's whatever, it's fine, dude. No one got sued, but I'm pretty sure that girl still hates me. She still thinks I tried to take her eye out.
I was going to ask you, did you ever see Al or Marianne later on down the line?
I never saw either one of them again, no.
Got you.
I don't think she sees too good either, but.
That's good. C-Bear, what would you say? Basically, the question is, what's the craziest thing that you've ever seen happen because someone just couldn't stay out of other people's business?
A bar fight. Saw a guy. How can I put this? So, all right. So my cousin, he's a DJ at this bar, what used to be. And pretty much, I'm back there with the DJ, just bobbing along, bugga, like a typical club, Next thing you know, I'm looking at distance, and then I see these two, yelling. and stuff, you know, that stuff. And all of a sudden, one guy hit the other guy in the jaw, and the other guy hit the floor, right? Mm-hmm. So again, like this was the part of the time where I was still in the military, and I somehow something told me go over there and help him. So I didn't mind my business, and I ran over there and I picked him up off the floor, and it was like, "Yo, are you friends with this guy?" I said no, and I dropped him and I ran off. So this is why I learned my lesson. Yeah, no, because I never knew what would have happened if I would have said, "Yeah, this is my friend," or "No, I'm," you know. So this is why I learned you gotta mind your business, because I didn't know what was the reason why that man just laid that man out in the bar. Didn't care about. Yeah.
I got a story, and I'm gonna let you guys. It'll be the end of our episode. I'll let you guys go ahead and shout your socials and all that type of stuff. So let me tell you guys this one story. This girl, forgot her name, but I know she was a Hispanic woman who knew 40% English, 60% Spanish, right? So she was telling me about her divorce. She's like, "Oh, I'm basically leaving this man, da da da." And so the way that she painted the story was that she just needed a little bit of extra help because of the language barrier. So here I come, Captain Saving from, a marriage that, she probably was the reason why it was ending anyway, right? Listen, it's always three sides to every story. His side, her side, and the truth. So what ended up happening was I got the paperwork. I helped her out with the paperwork. I helped her get as close to everything. Come to find out, and y'all, I even sat there and I was praying. I'm on my knees day and night, communing with the Heavenly Father. Like that time, a lot more. Like I was sitting there in God's face all day long about this. Like, thank you so much, Heavenly Father, that my friend is gonna end up getting this divorce. He's gonna let her go, because she made it seem like he was like R. Kelly and was having these women hostage and stuff like that. Like back in the day before the Surviving R. Kelly series came out, right? That's how she was making it seem, y'all. Let me tell you, when this is why I said I'll stay at a married people's business. When she told me that she never took that paperwork that I helped get her, she never took it to the courthouse, and that everything worked out between them, and da da da. And I said, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Because I'm telling you, she used to always call. She would sit here, call, and be crying on the phone about how he's this and how he's that. And I said, yeah, I'm staying on married people's business. That's it.
You gotta.
Yeah, mind your business, especially with relationships, man. You never know, what's gonna happen.
Yeah, just a kiss and a lick. They could be good again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, let me wait. One last question I want to ask, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. John, speaking of that, staying on the married people's business, who was a married? When did you first know that? Like either first or most memorable time? Either you learned from experience or you heard it from someone else that you say, "Yeah, I stay out of married people's business or relationship business."
Man, I'm trying to read the first time. Oh man.
Or most memorable time.
Most memorable time to stay out of other people's business. I mean, it's nothing it's just, it's like the typical thing. It's like I hate this person, like she's cheating on me, she's crazy, blah blah. I was like, okay, well, just like break up with her, dude. I don't know. I don't want to get too involved. This is like a good friend of mine. He was telling me for like a year how he's gonna like break up with this woman, and she's crazy, blah blah. Anyways. Now he's married to her. They have 2 kids. Super happy. She's super cool. You never know. People get, I don't know. They get emotional, I guess is like one word. And then it's like, when they're in like a negative emotional state, they kind of warp reality to try and get sympathy from you. I guess I don't know what was going on, but you're better to remain neutral until they make a decision. Because what if I had gone involved and be like, yeah, you're right, she's crazy. You go tell her, why are you harassing my friend? Now they're married and she's going to hate me forever, So it's good that I kept a distance. She's cool now, too, dude. I really like her.
You didn't like her back then. What about you, C-Bear?
I didn't know her back then.
Okay. Oh, you did. Wait, y'all never got a chance. You said.
I mean, I didn't know. Like, I had met her, but I didn't know her. I just like, hi, this is all. Hi, nice to meet. Just that sort of shit.
Oh, okay, got you. All right, got you. What about with you, Seaberry? Because you're married, but when did you learn, like, stay out of before you got married, or so stay out of other married people's business or relationship business?
I be honest with you, I didn't learn about marriage until I got married and divorced. So I'm not really sure. But I can tell you people keep people out your business. I can tell you that. Because people could be in people's ear like crazy. Like them girlfriends and the dude that want to secretly get with your wife or significant other, and they be whispering those sweet nothings. And the next thing you know, yeah, right. And the next thing you know, the grass ain't really greener on the other side.
Never
They're
is.
pretty much there 20 and I was there 80, or vice versa. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least I take out the garbage.
This is what color I said. You said the grass angry on the other side. This is what color it is. It starts just fading away.
Yeah, because it's the same thing with a different person, just different faults, different.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. So I've learned to just to keep what I got and have mistresses. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay. On that note, Seabear, tell us where they can find you online, what shows you have upcoming this month, the locations that you'll be in, all of that good stuff. Go.
Okay. You can find me on all platforms as Seabear the Comedian, like it's spelled on there on the lower third. Seabear the Comedian. You can find it anywhere. Google it, GPT chat GPT, and everything. You can find me. What do I have coming up? I have, let's see, Indigo's tomorrow. I have the preliminary competition at Helium on the 29th. If you want to come there and support me and let me get to the semifinals, help me help you. You know what I mean? If you help me, I can at least give you one shrimp grilled.
Man, please, you're gonna eat half that shrimp by the time you give it to us. John, tell us where they can find you. Your socials, your Cash App, whatever.
Oh, you tell me Cash App. I need money too.
Listen,
you can find me on the corner of St. Mark and Rene Levesque begging for change. I'm also on Instagram. It's John Allen Comedy. It's like it's spelled down there, JONALLEN, with the word comedy afterwards, and or afterwards after Allen. And shows coming up. The next two I have McKibbin's on the 27th, and then I have N-Bar on Mackay Street on August 4th.
All right, beautiful, beautiful. Well, listen, man, I appreciate both of my guests who came and showed funny and everything else like that. I do appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all please like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. Support my fellow comedians, because anybody out here who's done comedy knows comedy is not hard. I mean, it's not easy. It's gonna be days, you're like, oh, I'm funnier than them, but you realize they came and just whacked the judges off right before, but you didn't know that. If you would have known that, then you would have done it, right, to win. That's what I'm just letting you know, Seabear, you should do, so you can win and you can just keep it up. Pause. Y'all take care. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe.
I have no problems with keeping it up.
Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. We are out.